Okay. I think I'm good. Welcome back, everyone, to the 6th episode of Talkin Tanks with Ranger Scar. Today, got some updates on the progress of YouTube and such, and then I've got, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, and then we're going up the RHM Panzerwagen line. Starting from tier 3, because according to the tech tree, that's where it is. So, this is what it's come to. Updates. YouTube has almost all my episodes uploaded. Some of them are unedited. I think I labeled them that. If not, I'll have to check again. So there'll be some weird, awkward moments or maybe some silences in there. As for that, though, there is an episode missing, and it's episode 3, because I do want to edit a lot of the beginning out, because, in my opinion, episode 3 kind of flopped with the points I was trying to make, because my computer sucks, and I wasn't able to prove everything like I thought I was, because I stupidly didn't research in advance like I should have. So I'd like to cut that out, and then it'll just be talking about the UDES 1516 line. It'll take a bit, but we'll wait for it. Oh, how you doing, Major Skills? How do I do this again? Is it slash? No. Yeah, it still works. Okay, cool. Yeah, shout out for Major Skills there. How you doing? How you doing? So yes, howdy racer. So yeah, my episode 3 is the only one that's missing. Oh, hold on. The day's alright so far. I appreciate it. I hope your day's going pretty well too. I got an interview in a few hours. So I'm doing a stream, and by the time stream ends I should be getting ready. And then World of Warcraft's Cataclysm drops soon, so I'm going to be playing that. I might pop on if people need me, but if not, that's definitely where you'll find me. Other than that, thought I'd get the stream in. So yeah, my YouTube has all the Talkin Tanks episodes, 2 of them unedited, and 1 I refuse to put up until it's edited. So episode 3 is missing. So 1, 2, 4, and 5 are there, and then 6 will be uploaded today as well. I'm also going to try to push my streams back about 30 minutes every Monday, unless I feel like streaming sooner. But I'm going to try to be more on time. I'm only doing it a little early today because I'm going through a few more tanks. And like I said, I have an interview at like 5 my time, so in about 3.5 hours. Yeah, so I wanted to make sure I did this in advance. But I'm going to push it back about 30 minutes every Monday, so it'll be about 2 o'clock next time, is what I'm hoping for. So the goal here is just to push it back every Monday, 30 minutes, until I hit about 5 to 6 p.m. time frame, because I'd like my viewership to be up. I know I get people popping in on Monday afternoons, but I know that's not an ideal time with everyone's work schedules. So I'm going to push it back slowly but surely. Other than that, I think that's all the updates I have for Talkin Tanks. I am working on it. I am a terrible editor, so that's going to take time. So episode 3 might be missing for a bit, but it'll get uploaded when it gets uploaded. As for today, we are playing up the RHM Panzerwagen line, which is conveniently on track. We are going to start from tier 3, because that's when the line breaks off and starts becoming its own thing. I've never played this tank, funny enough. I must have skipped it or something, or they added it later, but the Panzer II-G. It's tier 3. I surprisingly got 95 millimeters of pen, which is insane for standard rounds. 15-second reload, 14 and a half, 0.49, 2-second aim time. Damage per minute's poor, but let's see what we can do with it, shall we? Let's look at some other stats real quick. I've got... This whole line has no armor, but 30 millimeters is okay for tier 3. Sengo 65. I actually have 21% camo. That's nice. And I mean, it's tier 3, so I don't have E-range. Hey, six-pack. Is it fun, Star Major Skills? It's the one tank I have not played, because I don't play tier 3 very often. I have a handful of premium ones that I've probably bought or earned. I think the first or second year I played World of Tanks, I got an LTP. I like that thing a lot. That thing is super fun. It was probably one of the first few tanks I ever aced, and I was still horrible at the game. I just drove circles around people. You might have 10 battles in it, but it's fun. So yeah, we're starting unusually low today. We're going to start at tier 3. So we're going from tier 3 to tier 10, and we're going to play the premium at tier 8. I don't think there's any other tank too similar, like a German Scout along the way. Obviously, there's the VK-28 105, but we're just going to play the VK-28. But yes, this is today's episode, which I am not super duper experienced in this line, so this will be somewhat more of a thing for me. I've been playing the 7 and the 8 a lot recently. I haven't played the 9 in a long time, and the 10 I play like a medium. So we'll figure it out. The first thing you got to remember about the German Scout lines, once you hit a certain threshold, we're going to reset this. That way we can see how we do today. Yeah, you're a giant target. The German Scout lines are huge. You're a Scout Hunter, which means when you do find the Scout, if you find the Scout, you need to eliminate them, or play a big part in eliminating them. The RHM Panzerwagen at tier 10 is almost as big as the Leopard 1, so these are not very high camo tanks. And they change a lot throughout the entirety of the line. So the 3, the 4, the 5, and the 6 all have a central turret. So you can look up, down, left, right, whatever. But they can't look over their rear very well because of how blocky they are. But the 7 and the 8 have a rear-mounted turret, which is unusual. Which means you can't look much over the front, but you have a break in the turret. We'll talk about it when I get there. Anyway, this is what we've got to deal with. I have not played this thing. I might go for the hill. If this thing can really reach 65, I might go for the hill. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, so the engine power is a little lackluster. I probably should have added a turbo. I went for more of a scouty build. I'm cruising at a solid like 34. We're gonna back up. I didn't realize my magazine was so small. I'm not a fan of this gun so far. But what we're gonna go do is help this LTP out. With 95 millimeters of pen, there isn't much I shouldn't be able to penetrate. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to flank this guy and hope that's the way to help our team. My fear is someone's over here already. I'm really going to hope not. Alright. Move ever so slowly into position. Excellent. Oh, what's up, Mac? Oh, I'm just doing my thing. Starting at tier 3 and working up the German scout line. Alright, let me see if I can close the distance and flush these guys out. There's still 5 people remaining, which is crazy when you think about it. This isn't a bad little one. The DPM is atrocious, but for a little small bursts of damage at tier 3, it's really not that bad. Okay, well, that went pretty well, all things considered.
Fupa joins the bar. Cheers, bro. Another round.
No! Thank you for the follow. Oh, I can't read that. That's on my screen. I need to... I'll pull it up on my phone. But thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. It's been a while since I've gotten one. Ow. I almost went the whole game without getting damaged. Cool. Not bad. How do I pull this up? Safupad. Thank you for the follow. ZZ Fupad. Back the snack. Nice to see everyone here. Anyway, that was the tier 3. That was my first time playing it. That was a pretty solid all-rounder. Second most damage with a weird little machine gun. The penetration is extremely nice at tier 3. 95 on standard? Not bad at all. I think it could benefit from a turbo, but I was running for like a scouty build. It's really not that bad. You got decent camo, okay view range for tier 3. Could be better. Not bad. So now we move on. And I don't think this one needs any introduction. This one has been popular since forever. And I am terribad in it, so we are not holding our breath on this one. What I might do is trade out Turbo for Concealed Exhaust. I think that would be more beneficial to me, as it is a scout and I need to survive regardless. So this has the exact same gun as the last tank. The only difference is it holds a bit more. You can do a lot more damage with it. The damage potential is not... your DPM's horrendous. You only can get like 1,000 a minute, which is pretty bad. But 95 millimeters of penetration still isn't bad for tier 4. Your gold penetration's 110. You have no armor still. 50 millimeters on the turret. You go 60 forwards, 22 backwards. You turn pretty decently. 26% camo, and I have 413 view range, which is far from fantastic. I do not have wonderful cruise on almost any of these except probably 8 and 10, so, and maybe 9, but please keep that in mind. So yeah, don't expect to block anything. If you do, sheer luck. My turret's a bit more armored than my hull. Yeah. 17-second reload, 10 degrees of gun depression. Let's go. Actually, should I take food? Nah. This is the casual player's experience. I probably should, because anytime I run a machine gun or auto loader, I typically run food, but I'm going to skip it for now. So some of my stuff is not coming up, but it says major skill sub to me, so appreciate that. My alerts must be falling behind a bit. I appreciate the sub. I'll try to stream more often. It's guaranteed on Monday, but throughout the week it's unpredictable. I really do want to stream more. Just depends on the day. Maybe when I'm playing some random game again, I'll log on, or if I'm tanking some random BS, I'll do it. So this is a terrible map, and I'm kind of glad I didn't use food, because I'll be able to spot it regardless. Well, he'll spot it before I do. We're bottom tier. This is not ideal, but we still have the pen to go through just about everything. I think I might struggle with the Panzer... the KV ones. I'm going to struggle with the KV ones. As you see, this thing can turn quite nimbly. Like it's very reactive. Due to how blocky I am, it's not easy to look down. Right now I'm kind of just being a pest more than anything. Yeah, see, I just got lit. P26 I can't see over there, which definitely bothers me a bit. But every little bit of damage counts. This is a terrible map to try to showcase anything. Man, he is sitting low. I don't like being here with the Panzer being available. It looks like our heavy tanks ate the dirt. So now everyone else has got to play catch up for them. So I'm gonna do... What up, Bootman? Welcome. I see you're a first-time chatter. How do? I do. I do okay. Just trying to showcase this line I don't play very often. In a map that is less than favorable to me. How do you do? Damn it. I'm too blocky. Low tier fun. Yeah, I'm working up the Remmental Panzerwagen line, so tier 5 is next, but right now I'm just trying to make this match work, and I'm not a fan of this match. Yeah, not a fan of that. Oh, dude, you don't have to tell me. I'm fully aware of Wargaming's bullshit. If anyone's aware, I'm aware. I've been playing this game for like 10 years. Ooh, I'm a little focused right now, so trying to make this work. Okay, so yeah, you know too. Damn it. Ah, oh, come on. Spamming gold and I still couldn't kill him. I hope I bought him time. I kind of want to see this through. I penned him once. I didn't pen him a second time, which is what I needed. He had 50 health. I brought him to 19. What are you doing? Oh, he's got a derp. We lose. Oh my god. I agree. I love the game, but there is so much I would do to change it. What are you doing? Usual low tier shenanigans. No one knows what the fuck they're doing except the seal clubbers. I could have if I killed that Panzer, it would have been game over. I would have won. Most likely. Oh, brutal. Well, anyway, that's the Lukes. A terrible map to showcase it, but I made do with what I could. Did not make any profit off that. Yikes. I did my damnedest. If I could just remove Wide Park from the game, I would. But yeah, that's the Lukes. It's a little infamous for its machine gun, and perhaps I should have been a little more aggressive, but oh well. Now, a little gem in the line, I think, is the Tier 5. I love the Tier 5. The Leopard. Got 10 degrees of gun depression, allegedly. But remember, this is a blocky tank. You're a very big target. So I've got 100 average penetration, so my pen went up 1. 130 gold. I do not use the machine gun. The reload's too long, and I have much higher DPM with the little gun, which reloads in 2 seconds. So 70 damage, pelting a target every 2 seconds is kind of nice. 1.6 aim time, 0.38 dispersion, which isn't bad. You have a little more armor than the last tank. You got about 50 millimeters frontally, 30 everywhere else. You're a pretty chunky scout. You weigh 22 tons. You go 60 forward, 22 backwards. I have 29% camo. My crew's a little better than the usual, and 435 E range. Not bad. Easily probably one of my favorite little gems on this line. I used to hate it, but that's because I was running the machine gun. Personally, I like the little pea shooter. But we're just going to get right into it. This is Tier 5 on this line. I really enjoy this tank. Whether I'll get a decent match or not is a totally different conversation, but I'll try to make it work. I mean, last game I think I did what I could. I think rushing the Panzer would have been bad, but the moment the T-28 or T-29 died, I should have gone in. I think I should have tried to run circles around him. I was playing a little cautious maybe, but it is what it is. Up next will be the VK2801. Not as big of a fan of that one, but we'll get there. Okay, this is a decent match. I do not like the scouts I'm up against, but at the same time I feel like I should have a decent match. No matter the playstyle, 30 or 70 alpha, it is a great tank to learn. Light tank gameplay. I agree and disagree. I think if you want to learn light tanks, you need to go up the French tracked line. Like, yes, the Leopard can do a lot of great things, but if you want a scout experience, you want the French tank. If you want a hybrid, German or Russian, probably. Actually, almost any other ELC best TDM. You shut your mouth. You know, I already did the French scout line, Mac. That was probably one of my most successful videos. Stream video things. I'm normally against going with other scouts, but in this case, it's probably better I do go with them. so he's gonna play inside, so I'll play outside. Tier 5 frog is OP. If matchmaking is frog. I don't think I'm familiar. Okay, so I'm gonna start crawling. Why is this dude not moving? Did he just give up? There we go. Yeah, this little gun can really punch people. That is a jumbo. No, Easy 8 is jumbo? No, Easy 2 is jumbo. Yeah, I was like ripping him up and then I started bouncing. Ugh. Pull back in the bush. One of these days I'll hit my target. Excellent. What I'm going to do now is eradicate these guys. I need to help my team as we are falling. We're doing okay still, but I need to be more involved. I'm doing terrible leading these shots. What's my shell velocity? 800? I should do better. I'm gonna go let the other guy have the arty. I'm gonna go chase their heavies. Anyway, this thing's not bad at all. The little pea shooter is great in my opinion. I got unlucky at the end there against that M4 where I ricocheted like 20 rounds. Wolverine's down there protecting Artie. What I might be able to do is help out a bit if I can get in position. Our KB2's missing, but I assume he's still pretty far. Dude just got shotgunned. It was worth the hit point sacrifice. Alright. Now off to get the KV2 that's somehow escaped around 2 TDs. I think they'll get him. But yeah, that's the Leopard. Like I said, it's a little gem. Remember, I do 70 alpha damage and I've done 1,500, which means I hit quite a few shots. As you can see, I also bounced quite a few. I'm almost out of rounds. Well, standard rounds. But Leo, it's a pretty fun tank. It's not the stealthiest, but it's not the easiest one to see either. Never had good games with the 70. I've never had good games with the machine gun. That was an okay game. I'll throw a bonus on there, why not? Oh yeah, I got plenty of speed. I was top damage on my team. Look at that. He beat me overall, but not bad at all. Excuse me. This little tank is super fun. It's a gem at its tier. I do highly recommend the Leopard. I wouldn't say it's the best one to learn to scout due to, like, 30% camo is not bad, 29% camo is not bad, but I think you could do better in the ELC BIS because it's so small. So, like, yeah, I have almost 50% camo. So, this, if you want to learn to scout, this tank. If you want a hybrid, this tank. You could technically hybrid in this thing, but I'm just saying, if you want to scout, do that. I already did a video with the Swedish medium. I do love that one. It's okay to be wrong, Mac. I used the right gun, but that's fine. Now to tier 6. Now we've upgraded. We are at the VK2801. The bigger Leopard is basically what it is. Your gun's a little bigger. So again, 10 degrees of gun depression. You can turn your turret really fast as you have almost 48 degrees of gun traverse speed. Has the same armor profile as the Leopard. 26 tons, 66 forwards, 22 backwards, 31% camo, but I'm running concealed exhaust in the bonus slot, so it's almost 32%, and I have max view range. So, we might be able to do some damage in this. The gun, 110 alpha, 132 standard pen, 158 gold pen, 0.36 dispersion, 1.7 aim time. It's not bad at all. All stats look okay, except the fact that you're a big box. Camo doesn't matter if you're a giant box. You can still make it work. It's just, take a mana core or an ELC BIS. They're flat, so it's going to be a lot harder to see them. I am very tall, so despite my camo, I'm a lot easier to see. Never played, well, I probably did play during that time, but I never got it. Let's see what we can do. I don't care for this map, but I don't care for a lot of maps in this game, so I have max view range. I should make use of it. The issue is where? Oh.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, it's okay to sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. You're like brand new and you're already throwing me a sub. I really appreciate that. You totally don't have to. I really only stream on Mondays. If I stream more, it's extra and it's probably not even World of Tanks. But I do stream Monday guaranteed. If I don't, I will put it out or change my schedule. But thank you. I really appreciate that. Let's see what we can do here. I don't like this position. I really don't. But we'll see what we can do. If I don't see them here, I'll see them here. Right on cue. I think that's a destructible house. Oh. Can't tell you how bad I want to fire. Yeah, but if you pull back behind the bush and wait and wait and wait, you're okay. I want that T-34 right there again. $69. Nice. And I'm made. Time to bounce. Use that weight against crappy low tanks. Alright, I need to bounce. Ow. Ow. Well, if my team didn't play like crap, I could have done better. A lot of my team just got there and just died. I wonder if I can see what happened. I had 2 heavies. He's in the open, so that was his dumb fault. And then he's okay, but I can't see his tank's position. Whatever. Can't complain with the results. 2,000 spotting, 800 and a half, 850-ish damage. Not bad. Not bad at all for doing what I could. I think we will win, but it'll kind of be hard fought. Yeah, like, I don't know why we're so defensive over here, but we'll be okay. Not a bad game at all. I will take that. So 2,000 assisting damage, 850 damage. Not a bad game. Not a bad game. Oh yeah. Well, that's for another day though. Matter of fact, I am taking suggestions. I'm always taking suggestions. Next week, I'd like to feature a medium line, but I don't know which one to do. I've done the UDES, and that's it. So, I have done this line, but I haven't done... I haven't done many others. I've done one of each type minus Artie, and this is my second scout one, so I need a medium tank for next time. So if anyone has suggestions, let me know, and I'll start purchasing the missing links. So like if y'all asked for the Patton, I'd have to buy the Pershing, and that's it. So like, Italian 2 low tier games? I don't know what that means. Oh, I forgot about the Awful Panther. Alright, so this is where the tank line gets weird. You are now rear mounted and you are still a chunk. You have 220 alpha, which is great. 158 standard penetration, not bad. 210 heat pen, also not bad. 7-second reload. Your DPM's about 1800, not fantastic. You still turn pretty quick. 10 degrees of gun depression, and how that's achievable is this part of the tank actually comes out of the turret, so you can look further down. So you actually have 10 degrees over the front, despite how blocky you are. You have even less armor than before. You have 15 on the frontal turret and 10 everywhere else on the tank. So you ain't blocking anything. Excuse me. You go 60 forwards, 19 backwards, a little slower than previous. I have 32% camo on mine, running concealed exhaust in the bonus slot again because I'm chunky, and 460 view range. Easy peasy. This thing's not bad in the slightest. It's just chunky. So, are you saying I should do the Italian medium line next? I feature a tech tree the entirety of its line every week. So like today it's the Rementile. Are you saying I should do the Progetto 65? I think I'm only missing one tank from that line and I could buy it back. I'm taking all suggestions, so any medium line anyone wants to see, just let me know. Yeah, you're not wrong. Both of those are pretty good. I like both of those tanks. I shockingly like the tier 7 as well, but it's just like the tier 6. I think the 7 is the one I'm missing right now, though. Oh, come on. This is a horrible map. They have destroyed this one for... No, the P43 Ter. T-E-R. I have the Caro. I bought that one back not long ago. Not impressed with it. So yeah, if anyone has a tech tree tier 10 they want me to work up, let me know and I'd like options, but if I only get one option then it's probably what I'm going to do. So far it's sounding like the Italian mediums, which are pretty solid. I'd say the tier 10's not worth it anymore, but that's just me. So I do not know what I'm going to do here. I do not like this map. I am not a very good scout in it, so I guess I'll have to be a damage hybrid. You know, I think the P44 Pantera is a very underrated tank, Bootman. I like it more than the Progetto 46. Don't know why, I just do. Okay, so we agree on something. A lot of people look at me crazy when I say that. British medium line isn't bad either. So as you can see, my roof comes out a little bit when I look down. That's how I get that extra gun depression. I gotta be ready to move because this EBR is slowly but surely becoming a pain in my ass. What I'm going to do is load an HE round. I'm going to expose myself for a second and then see if I can hit him with one. Well, he hasn't seen me. I'm kind of impressed. Ooh, I'm not even lit. That's the best part. Alright, well, HE round failed to pen. I need to go find something to do. What are you doing? Oh, I didn't know you could shoot from there. That's actually pretty smart. Meow. Meow. Ow. Well, I made a play. It didn't work out. I will elect to do another game in it. I mean, I'm getting pretty shat on with map selection right now. This is a map that's been killed like Berlin, where scouts are fucking useless. So I've got the Italian and the British lines. I think I own all the British ones, so that one would be less expensive. Let's see how I did on this one. Okay, my team won, just like I said. And I did 3rd by XP, 5th by damage. Not bad. I can't argue with those results. I'll give the SP1C another round. Gotta go. Good to see you growing out of that beard nicely. You too, man. Thank you. I actually got it trimmed and they really shortened it, so I'm glad people still think I'm growing it out. Appreciate it. I'll see you later, Mac. Well, I guess I can talk about a couple of the premiums in the meantime. The awful Panther. I have nothing to talk about. I died so early on. So, this is a laughable scout. But you know what? I do really well in this tank, surprisingly. You have 135 Alpha, 157 Pen, 205 Gold Pen, 10 degrees of gun depression, though I'm not quite sure how. 1.5 aim time, 0.31 accuracy, 1500 DPM. 61 forwards, 21 backwards, but you weigh 38 tons. That is heavy, considering the SP1C only weighs 10. So you weigh 4 times that, basically. This is a ramming machine, and it is hysterically fun. You have no camo. Your view range is okay, but this is the awful Panther, the Panzerwagen. I don't speak fucking German, so excuse my butchering of that pronunciation. Panzerwagen. Panzerwagen. This thing is hysterical. I actually really enjoy it when I play it. It is not bad at all. And what I would focus on is mobility in this thing, because this thing, for as big as it is, moves really fast. You will actually have a way higher survival rating in this tank because the chassis is a Panther chassis. So, that's what we're with. Okay, well, we won that battle, that's good. But I want to play in an actual scout match. And unfortunately, I think my blacklisted maps are also bad scout maps. What is this? It's the awful Panther. The Panzerwagen. It is a tier 7 premium. It is hilarious. It's a Panther chassis with a scout turret. It is a massive scout. It is hilarious to play. I will not be playing it today. But I will do, maybe I'll do a day where I just play premium tanks. Like, show off tanks you don't see too often. Because I have a handful of rare ones. That one being one of them. Alright. So take 2 in the SP1C. I feel pretty good about this match. I don't feel good for my partner here with no camo. Camo is essential on scouts and mediums. Everything else, and TDs, depending on if you're a sniper at least. But they have a 1375. Excuse me. I can probably outplay them. And then they have an E25 and an even 90. So this is not my game. I will do my best. I expect this to go pretty poorly, though. They have better scouts than us. But if I can get in the center and hope and pray, then I think we'll be alright. But the thing is, I'll probably be lit upon going into position. Oh. So the issue with this tank is shell velocity, unexistent. You have 630 meters per second. That is horrendously slow. You have to get the lead just right. Now, the good news is the even 90's not near me. Bad news is there's 2 scouts that are unaccounted for. And I do not like the fact that they have an E25 at all. You have no rare tanks. Casual gamer needs no rare tanks. I used to be a tank collector. I've quit within probably the past year. I only buy tanks I really want. There was only one recently. I have passed up on quite a bit recently. I just am tired of Wargaming putting out trash and expecting people to buy it. Of course, people buy it. And then I'm also tired of them putting out reskins. I've got one that I keep because I like it, but I won it through a loot box and I didn't want it originally. I just kept it because I got it, you know? So that... So I'm communicating with this guy, and we are killing it right now. I didn't have faith in him because he doesn't have camo, but man, is he pulling his weight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mosey on up here and just chill. I'm going to wait. I need to start crafting angles. I need to harass them. Oh yeah, I hate the even 90. Oh, motherfucker. Smart. Smart. I want to get behind these guys and harass them, but I don't think I can. It would just be a death sentence for me. I think the safest thing I can do is start crawling back to where I started, because the enemy's going to start pushing our base. What I am going to do, though, to be a bit of an annoying twit, is try to get this guy out of the game. Oh, God. Did not pay attention. I mean, it was better than the last match. A lot of it was lack of fire support, and then it looks like my team just sucked. I mean, what's new? All my heavies failed. The only... Yeah. And this counts as a fail. He's full health, behind in the base. I mean, he can put up whatever stand he wants. He's at fault. This team seems to be doing well, the medium team, but it's just not... not enough, you know? We still might win this. I'd say this is very close. I'm gonna doubt we win this because our Kalana just left our IS to die. So we're not looking too good. And they still have 2 scouts up. We have none. So we have a Borat, which is kind of like a scout. Oh no, we do have a scout. We have the M41. So there's a chance. There's a chance. I'm not going to watch, though. That was better than the last one. More times than not in the SP1C and the next tank. I'm basically from here on, or so far. Fuck, I don't even know which one to use. basically with the German scout lines, you're more of a damage dealer with vision. Like, yeah, your first priority should be getting eyes, but if you can do damage, do damage. Which I would advise against. And like French scouts, kind of. I don't know. It's a thing. It's a weird thing. So let me look at some things real quick. I want to see what crew this one's running. It is running my... The fuck kind of crew is it running? My Panzerwagen? Okay. And then in my Rue loader. Okay, whatever. That's cool. So, this is the next one. This is the Hawk 12. You keep your rear-mounted turret. You still have a Mohawk, so when you look down, it will pop up. You have 240 Alpha, 180 pen, 250 heat pen. Fantastic. Downfall, you keep shitty shell velocity, so you're sticking with 630, so you gotta really lead those rounds. 10 degrees of gun depression. Oh, HE? I guess the Germans do have some good HE rounds. Oh, I'm coming out of battle. Hold on. Did we win? I doubt it. Yeah, we lost. Did my best. Oh, God. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Our heavies might have just rolled over, honestly. Anyway. Hawk 12. With the HE rounds, not that great. 45 millimeters of penetration for 320 Alpha. 10 degrees of gun depression, 2000 DPM, 0.33 dispersion, 1.8 aim time. That's excellent. You have 15 millimeters all around the chassis, 15 frontal turret, 10 everywhere else on the turret. You are a HE magnet. If you have HE and you see German scouts, just load it. Just load it. 67 forwards, 23 backwards. That is phenomenal. You still turn quite nicely. I put CVS in my bonus slot instead of the exhaust, so you have 31-ish% camo, and I have max view range. Now, if we're talking about the premium, which we will play after this one, let's just get into it now, in case I die early. Ugh, sorry. 240 Alpha, 187 standard pen, 250 heat pen, but 102 HE pen, which is phenomenal. 10 degrees of gun depression. You're more of a forward mounted tank. You are a giant box, though. 0.33 dispersion, about 2000 DPM. It's very close to what the Hawk 12 stats are. You have a little more armor, but nothing to speak of. You're still an HE magnet. 72 forwards, 21 backwards, which is amazing. 32-ish% camo and max view range. So, it's not bad. We will play it after we play the tech tree one. So let's get to it, shall we? Yeah, it looks like I'm going through this pretty quick, so I might add some extra battles here and there. As you saw in my garage, there is another Tier 8 German light tank, which is the Black Dog, the M41 German Bulldog. I don't care for it, and it's a Bulldog, so we're not really getting into that one. But yeah, Hawk 12. What is the point of Hawk 12? I don't know, it's part of the tech tree, and that's what Wargaming decided. Camo? I think it was like 30%. I mean, it's really no different from the SP1C. It's a solid little Tier 8. The bigger scouts, the bigger you are as a scout, you're more of a scout hunter. You don't want to go too far forward. You don't want to... You're a damage dealer. Unfortunately, that cost me my last game because I wasn't paying attention to the charging Scorpion, but it is what it is. Like, I'll never be able to flush out a mana core with my Panzerwagen. Technically. But, if I play it well enough, I can outrange him and bully him when I do spot him. but he's got the camo advantage. So like I said, dead map for scouts. There's like 2 places I can play. I will try. I'm thinking maybe get more involved as the battle goes on. That's what I like to do. Maybe what I'll do is if I finish a little early, because I try to stream for at least 2 hours, maybe I'll play some bonus request tanks for funsies. And I have a lot of tanks, so you grind to the 2801 and stop there. I like the SP1C, and I like the Hawk 12. The Hawk 12, I had a really good game in the other day. I think I did like 5k combined. It was like a monster game. Trying to unlock all the field mods for it. I'm just slowly buying tanks back, and every time there's tanks on track, I try to... Nah, I moved. Downfall is tanks like that are always going to outspot me. It could have been the Indian Panzer over there, but I doubt it. I'm always going to struggle hiding against scouts that are meant to scout. Yeah, see, he saw me and I wasn't even doing anything yet. This does have a healthy amount of hit points for a tier 8 scout. Oh god. That was close. I have 1100, so even though I took those hits early on, it's not end all be all. God damn. I don't know what's spotting me anymore. Because it wasn't that guy. So someone else can see me. This tank is... This is a dead scout map. This used to be full of bushes, and scouts could kind of play how they wanted. Now I can't play anything. I didn't know they had an even. Yeah, that explains it. So they have a scout down, so I can't play. I might have to do another game in this. I like the 1375. I love that whole line. The French line is amazing. Yeah, with an even 90, I'm not going to be able to do much. The shitty thing about shell velocity is the lower it is, the more you fire like an artillery shell, and it's not fun. The real shitty thing is I can't peek. So this is not going to be a good game for me. I'm surprised I've got as much as I have. So it's almost suicide to do this, but if it gets the scout out, I don't care. He has better alpha than I do. Oh, I have time. Yeah! I'll take it. I will take it. 2 HE rounds to the face. I don't even care. It's a terrible scout map. I might give it another go. Because that just wasn't great. I mean, I'm glad I penned him twice, but that was very lackluster. Wargaming is trying their damnedest to kill this game. And right now, scouts don't have as many maps, if that makes sense. So, like, they keep going for a heavy hold-down meta. Like, this... Hold on, let me get to a different... This used to never be here, for those who don't know. This used to be an extension to the ditch, and there were a bunch of shrubs, and the scouts could play all along these lines and do okay. Then they changed it. So we have a hold down heavy area over there and a hold down heavy area over here. So now you just get screwed as a scout. Same with mountain pass, as you saw. There's like one bush where you can attempt to spot people early, and that's it. So you've got to learn to do damage. Light tanks are being phased out. You may disagree with me, but it's just the truth. Wargaming recently took bushes away in Mannerheim line, I believe. Like, it's just sad. I don't think we'll win this. I think my team is not playing very well, but is what it is. We will leave. I mean, hold down is the meta, even in real life, but the thing is, I don't want hold down everything, you know? I don't think there's a single tank nowadays that's not really hold down, unless it's like an APC, but that's a whole other conversation. Yeah, they removed bushes from Mannerheim recently, and I thought it was dumb. Because I don't love scouting Mannerheim, but there was places you could go all over. Alright, I've already been over this tank, so this is the Hawk 30, and we'll give it a spin. I might do one more in the Hawk 12, I'm not sure. I mean, map rotation is not with me today, so I'm kind of just trying to make it work where I can. Be nice if I could get like a actual scouting map, but there's only like 3. But I love my hold down tanks, don't get me wrong, but damn, I don't want it that much. Fuck. Okay. I like scouting this map, I do, but in this tank, I do not. I'm going to try to go into mid and get like a stable position. Maybe try for over there in this bush line. And hope my ELC is a little more aggressive. And then I just got to be patient. And start assaulting when I can. The issue is, I gotta hope they're even 90 and Batchat don't go this way. I'm more scared of the even, of course, but we'll see. So I'm actually gonna aim a little... Actually, no, this ought to be good. I played dumb. I wanted to really take out that scout, but... Ugh. Not a good day for me. If I could have killed him with that HE round and Ram, I think we'd be okay. Right now, I think I might have cost my team a bit. I'm not going to play around like I haven't, but the other ELC isn't playing as well, so there's actually high hopes my team will do okay. If they can kill it. I hate the Hawk 30, if I'm being honest. I don't love it. I don't hate it. But it's... I don't care for many Tier 8 scouts, because the ELC has ruined Tier 8 scouts matchmaking. Oh, we actually lost. Yeah, we did lose. I predicted that. Yep. Yeah, that was not a good game. So we'll give the Hawk 12 one more go. We're going to let the Hawk 30 rest. I mean... They're all German scouts. So I wouldn't say the Hawk 30 is bad, but I don't like it because of the ELC. The ELC even 90 has broken Tier 8 matchmaker for scouts. If you want to scout, I highly recommend just doing Tier 10 or Tier 6. There's not many in between. Tier 5 maybe. But or just get an even 90. But it's the even 90s truly ruined a lot of matchmaking for me. Because there's always one. Always one. I mean, yeah. But it only did good after a long period of time. So, I'm not going to play around like a fool. The even 90's probably going to outspot me, so I got to go play a very different manner. And pray that I have support, because if I don't, then I'm screwed. I don't think the ELC will play aggressive. He's going to play passive and just annoy the hell out of me, which is fine. Or he's going to play aggressive, which is not fine. Yikes. Good on my team for that shot. Oh, that's terrifying. Okay, so I've officially outplayed the even. Because he wanted to be aggressive. If he was passive, he would have lived. That's just facts. And there already hates me. So there's actually a pretty good chance I'm okay. We're gonna wait. Right now I'm just being a pest. There's not a lot I can do from right here. I kind of have to wait till my team wants to help. Oh, thank you for the 108 bits. Appreciate that, Bootman. Yeah, outplaying an even is always a good day. But just because everyone owns an even doesn't mean everyone's good with an even. So, oh shit. I didn't realize I was out of place for him. Nice. Yeah, the Hawk 12 is a low-key... I'm starting to enjoy it a lot more. Originally, I don't think I liked this tank very much. Okay, he's moving. No, he's in the city. Pretty sure the K91's like right here, or he fled all the way to the back. I was hidden for a long time. Okay. This is getting interesting. I'm afraid he'll blind fire me, so peeking is not much of an option. Though I did get greedy. There was no reason I should have shot at that UDES. And I've just got to keep working this and hope my city team survives. Though I'm putting a lot of doubt out right now because we're very... both teams are kind of defensive. I knew he was going to blind fire. That's why I'm moving every time I spot. Oh, someone finally hit him. I'm afraid, though. That Kanonen's trying to get an angle on me. Yeah, I mean, these guys aren't helping much either. They can't see him at all. The issue is the Kanonen's in this area. He might have moved a little more over, but I think he's still here. And he's blind firing occasionally. And he only has to hit me once, and I'm out. So I gotta be really paranoid about how I'm scouting. And the thing is I can't move. When this UDES dies, I can move. But until then, I'm stuck here. Yeah, see? He keeps firing. They don't suspect that I'm using the smaller bush. That's bold, and I don't recommend it. The issue is I don't know who's on that line, and I won't know until this UDES is gone. I knew it. Ooh. That was bad. They know where I am. Poor 268. It wasn't time to move. They had to craft a different angle to hit him. When it's about time is for me to fuck off. Paranoid is a great song and state of mind in this game. Yeah, right. Paranoid by who? Once this 268's dead, I gotta run. By who? Really? Well, there's a lot of bands that name their song Paranoid, and I'm pretty sure we're talking about two different bands. I shouldn't have fired. I got greedy. Ugh. Granted, if my team weren't playing like a bunch of fucking cowards. Like, do you know how many bands have the name of a song called Hurricane? A lot. So, Paranoid. I think the one I know, Black Sabbath. I don't think I know Black Sabbath's Paranoid. I think mine is the one I listen to is. Fuck, I saw them in concert. How do I forget their name? I Prevail? Yeah. I did terrible that match. Last match I did okay. I did 3,000 spotting. I'm pretty happy with that. It was a boring game of just playing in one spot, but my team failed me. Too many people sitting in the back. As for my Hawk 30 game, it went poorly. Aight. We're moving on. The Rue 251. I like this tank a lot, surprisingly. At tier 9, it's a very weird one. So I think you still have 240 Alpha, 215 Standard Pen, 250 Heat Pen, and 102 millimeters of HE Pen. So now you get the good HE rounds. So I carry a decent amount of them. You travel pretty quick. Traverse is good. 10 degrees of gun depression, 1.9 aim time, 0.34 dispersion, which is pretty average. 2100 DPM. You're still paper thin. 25 frontal hull, 20 millimeters everywhere else except the back, which is 8 millimeters. So don't get hit in the rear with an HE round. You weigh 25 tons, 72 forwards, 24 backwards. I have almost 40% camo and 276 view range, which is good. I'd say it's above the max. So we're going to try a match of this thing, which my crew's all wonky because I sent my original crew to the Panzerwagen. So just remember, you're a giant box in this thing. I'm not... Back to the Black Sabbath thing, though. Yeah, I don't know a ton of songs by them. I like that era, but I don't think I'm a huge fan of Black Sabbath. I like a handful of their stuff, but it's just not one of my favorites. To be honest, I listen to just about everything, and it's not easy for me to find something I'll listen to all the time. So I tend to say things not so... That's fair. That's fair, but you never know. The last concert I went to was a more recent band, I Prevail, and the group in front of us was easily maybe a bit over double my age, and they were like rocking out. So you never know. People get into everything at different times. Black Sabbath is definitely one of those respectable like rock era bands, though. I definitely respect their reputation. They have some great songs. I just haven't heard a lot of them. It's not my super duper type of music. But who knows? Maybe I'll give it another listen. My taste has changed here and there, so you never know. Okay, once again, we're on this map. We'll do our best. They have a Batshat 25T, but so do we. They also have a Leopard 1. These are formidable mediums that can also scout. And I am a very big... I mean, look how long I am. I'm almost as big as that Skoda right there. That's fucking insanity. This thing's huge. So that's something you gotta keep in mind when you're playing the German Scouts is you're big. Your camo doesn't mean a lot when you're big. You're just easier to see by default. Oh, don't spin me out. God damn it. Don't spin your Scouts out. Give them like an extra second to do what they need to do. Like, look, he almost spun me out, and now he's sitting right there. It wasn't worth it. I'd move up, but I feel like that's a mistake. Because I bet their guy is sitting somewhere right here. And as much as I'd love to be able to see who's crossing, I'd also die just as fast. So it's kind of one of those things where I gotta play patient and see who's ballsy enough to come forward. But my guys are at the midpoint. They don't see anything. I care not. We all live on the same planet, right? All music is pretty fucking decent, man. I say that, but that's a lie. A lot of modern music isn't that great. But music is music all the same. Two things people can bond over: music and food. Absolute fact. Okay, so the enemy is turtled up, which is very interesting. So what we're going to do is harass. I don't want to scout anymore. I want to be a pain in the ass. A pain in the ass. You could still be right here. That's why I'm being so careful. That was dumb. That was dumb. Yeah. That was dumb. I should not have followed that guy. I wanted to help out, but I think their turtling up will cause them a possible win. They've got us at pretty good angles right now, so... Yeah, that was on me. I played, and I fucked up. So... I got really greedy. I really wanted to help, and I thought that Char was making a sensible play. It wasn't until moments before I fired, but I had already started moving forward, where I realized he just pulled in front of the bat chat and signed his death warrant, so... I had already started moving, I committed, and... I should have known. Oh, my team pulled through. I did 3,300 spotting, 500 damage, 4th by XP. I'll take it. Not a super duper exciting game, but it is over, and I think I'm still working toward getting the field mods, so that is one more off the list. Reality is I'm only firing so fast anyway. I'd rather have the accuracy. Actually, it's hard to say because my shell velocity is garbage on this tank. Yeah, I'd rather have accuracy. So that's what we're gonna roll with. Oops, German. So we're gonna wait for the Roo. It's a solid tank. I played and messed up right there, but maybe the next match will be a little more favorable. Earlier I saw you say, Bootman, let me look. I saw it and I don't think I said much about it because I was focused. You said something about unlocking a new tank and I can't find it. I thought earlier you said you unlocked a French tank or something. I hope I'm not making it up in my mind. Ah, yeah, you said you got to tier 9 on the French line. I see it now. I didn't comment on it earlier because I was focused, but yeah, that's a really solid one. I enjoy the hell out of that entire line. The French scouts tracked are all amazing. From tier 5 forward. When you actually become a scout at tier 5, the 4 and the 3 don't count. But they are amazing. And I love autoloaders, so to me they're like 10 times more fun. I do play the role of more of an assassin than a scout. If I'm playing a mana core, I play more of a scout than an assassin. It's just one of those things. So yeah, I guess we'll just patiently wait here for the Rue. Or I can talk about the... I can't really talk too much about it. So... in terms of features... Oh, nope, my Rue's coming. Okay, never mind. We're going to ignore this. We'll talk about it after. We're gonna give the Rue one more try. I messed up. Enemy turtled, and I got greedy with the Char, who I should not have listened to in the slightest. Again, I realized I messed up. Just a hair too late. Actually, we're gonna exit real fast. I unlocked a field mod. Don't care. Cool. So one more time in the Rue. Yeah, basically. So the Rue 251 came first, and then basically the Hawk 30 is a Rue 251 at tier 8. With more tier 8-esque stats. So it's almost identical to the Hawk 12 at tier 8, but it's very much patterned after the tier 9, the Rue 251. It has the same exact gun, basically. 240 alpha. You have the 102mm HE rounds that'll go through. Excuse me. This isn't my favorite line. I like scouts to be more scouty. HE the same, yep. The 102mm a pen, yep. So, it's a very solid tank. It's just not a great light tank. Like, it's got great vision. It's got okay camo. You're just big. My boosters are about to run out. And this is probably one of the worst maps I could have gotten. And on top of that, there is 4 scouts in this match, which is horrendous for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play in mid, because I know every scout and their brother wants to play up here. I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, I'm almost as big as that TD. I mean, you're big. Like, I'm like almost double the width of this guy. Are you serious? None of the scouts are gonna go... It looks like one might. The Hawk. No one's gonna go to the spot. Oh, I just wasted... I thought the AMX or the EBR would for sure go up here, but no one's going up there. Oh, we might have screwed our team over. This is not good. This is bad. Stupid even 90s. I love it. Over peak, dude. It's a thing. Well, this is going to be an interesting day. VR got greedy. Up here, sorry. The B456 line at the top of the map. Yeah. My bad. The G-Sor looks like it looks like he went there, but it could have been me. I don't think it would have been as good for me, but it could have been. Looks like we're doing okay. I know he's still there. I'm not dumb. The issue is, I can't do anything because I'm low HP. And my team is just feeding the enemy. So it looks like Theroux may not have any good games today, but I've had some good games. Yeah, it could. I just... You should probably play it more reserved. I don't know if you have a favorite World of Tanks streamer person you watch, like Skill or Quickie or whoever, but there's some reviews out there that tell how the better way to play these tanks are, and it's definitely a little more reserved or aggressive. Really depends on what you're after. Ow. Round one high. Yeah, this is a loss. This is an overwhelming loss. This is just bad news. Nope. You can't have me, Mr. 704. It's... You still need to scout it to a degree, but your profile's so big you can't afford to do what a Mana Core and a T100 LT can do. Not to mention the guns on these tanks are very well suited. So they aim fast. They're relatively accurate. They're solid tanks. I get with it all the time. I love these things. Like this tank, oh my god, it's amazing. I tried to make the Theroux work. It just, cards not in my favor. Not getting good maps today at all. I would have rather had Sand River, and I hate Sand River too. Airfield is a garbage map that they just can't figure out how to balance. So here we go. RHM Panzerwagen. I have a decent crew for this. I run low noise exhaust in the bonus slot because I feel like camo is more valuable on this thing. I know CBS is valuable. Anyway, this tank has a god tier gun. Sure, 320 Alpha is not horrible, but it's not fantastic. But for a light tank, it's pretty good. 242 standard pen. You have 280 heat pen, and you have 120 HE pen. So that's amazing. 10 degrees of gun depression. You have the little mohawk, so your gun will go down and come out of the top of your tank. 1.2 aim time is amazing. 0.29 dispersion. This thing can snipe. However, I don't recommend it unless you're spamming heat, which that's up to you. 1600 hit points. You are paper. 30 millimeters of armor on the hull, and the rear has 8, and then 20 all around the turret. So you are an HE magnet. You weigh 25 tons. You go 77 forwards, 25 backwards. You are quick. Your traverse is 61 degrees a second. And even with the low noise exhaust and food and everything else, I only have 33% camo. Almost 34. But for sake of trying to get it as high as we can, let's boot it up to 38 for this battle. And I have 520 view range. The base view range on this tank is 420, which is stupid good, because 445 is the max. So 520, it's like having additional CVS, which is amazing. And that's that. This thing is a beast, but it's more of a damage beast than anything. I don't count on being able to spot things when I'm up against Manticores and T100s. I have to play distant, and I try to harass the enemy with my gun. I cannot get a break for good maps today. Who's my opponent? The 13105? I can bully a 13105. Other targets that might get on top of the hill. None. It should just be me and him. Okay, well, I'm either gonna die really quick or I'm gonna die really slow. So let's see what it gets us, huh? I'll get out of my way. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this. It's also very possible that ship barn might load and kill me. It's also possible the entire team is waiting to kill me. Yes. Yes. Your shell velocity is finally upgraded from, I mean, it upgraded when you got the, okay, I should be dead. Yeah. I made a curious play. I don't know how that shit barn didn't pen me. Don't expect that to happen often. He probably hit my gun or something. Yeah. We'll give it another whirl. I hate the matches it's giving me today are horrendous. I wish it would have given me actual scouting maps, but I'm getting some of the worst scouting maps in the entire game. I could have played elsewhere, sure, but if you looked at the map, I have a special team, so nothing out of the ordinary. I don't really know what to do. It's going to be a while before that game ends. Let's give another whirl to the... I can't, because it uses my other crew. Could go back to the Leopard. I like the Leopard. Yeah, the map's great for heavies. I mean, I hate the map in general. There's so many maps I wish they would just take out. Like, they took 2 decent maps out of the game because of the conflict going on in Ukraine and Russia. Like, bro, this is a World War II game. A World War II, Korean War. It doesn't really go past the 70s or 80s in this game. It doesn't. And they made these maps based on those times. And they took the maps out of the game because of something happening now. Like, talk about fucking stupid as fuck. So now Kharkov, which was one of the greater maps, and Minsk were taken out. Minsk was getting better. They were working on it, and there's actually a video somewhere on my channel, Buddy edited, where we were able to make a skate park for light tanks. And that was in the map, and it was so fun. Oh, I can't remember where it is, but it's somewhere in my channel under videos. It's like 15 minutes long or something. Anyway, I decided while I wait for my Panzerwagen, I'm going to play the Leopard because I like the Leopard. So, didn't want to play the Rue. The Rue wasn't having a good time. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's not like we advanced that far in that time frame. Now you move to early 2000s and we've advanced a ton. Point being, it's not 2024 in this game at all. I didn't want to go this way, but the ELC was following me, so I figured... Yeah. What the fuck? The hitbox on that rock is that big? That is an auto-loading heavy. I am out. Damage adds up. Oh, really? It's happening in War Thunder? I haven't played in a while, so I'm not 100% what's going on in that game. I didn't expect him to land any shots, honestly, other than one, but hey, we can all be wrong once in a while. I've been wrong a few times today. Looks like my team's going to win this. I haven't done phenomenal, but I'm working on it. Ah, gotcha. Alright. Well, that's that. I played like a pest, and I win like a pest. There's a missing tank destroyer, though. The Nashorn hasn't been spotted all the fight. Probably AFK. Yeah, he's still at base. He's probably alive. Sucks to suck. A20, why ever play it? It's a pretty bad tank. I don't care for it. One of these days I'll learn how to play it decently, but not today. Maybe next time I'll do the Russian scout line and I'll play around with them a few days prior to figure out what I want to, how to play the A20. Because I played it, I have a free to play account where I don't spend any money, and the A20 is impossible to play without gold. Because you can't pen anything at higher tier. Yeah, that's cool. Not bad. Not bad. 3rd by XP, 5th on damage. Pretty good for a decent scout game. Alright. One more shot in the Remmentile. Hey, Brett. You're just in time for one more try in the Panzerwagen. And then I think that is... I might stream a little longer. Depends. But I'm basically about done. So one more go on the Panzerwagen. I hope I get a semi-decent map, otherwise I'm going to have to reevaluate how I play. If I don't... Just a decent scouting map is all I want. Pretty please. I have gotten some of the worst scouting maps today. I mean, the thing is, I don't have... I think I have one premium tank I bought with bonds on my free-to-play account, so I don't make a lot of credits, so I only carry very few gold rounds. And I think I passed it. I think I'm on the MT25 now. I could be wrong. I'd have to log into it. I don't play my free-to-play often. I really only play it if I want a challenge. Ugh. Still not a great scout map, and there are 3 scouts on each team. I will do my damnedest. I kind of want to see where the other 2 go. Because, like, I'd like to go on the water, because I have better vision than both, well, at least this guy. But I'll go over here if one of them goes toward the... Cool. Let's go discover the world. Ah. Well, remember when I said I can't outspot a Manicore in this thing? Yeah, I meant it. Well, I've got 80 hit points to my name and I need to be useful, so... I now have to play super duper careful. As I almost throw myself off a ledge. Yikes. So, Panzerwagen not looking too good, huh? Not looking too good. I should have backed up into that bush to begin with. Yeah. Should have known one of their good scouts was going to go over there, and I didn't. All I can really do now is try to make sure no one comes through here to flank up into our scouts. Issue is I can't see the other one, which is right here. So right now I'm kind of just... I have to play as passive as I can and deal with the consequences later. Good news is they're starting to push. Which, as much as that sounds like bad news, it's not. Because it gives me something to do. It's so aggravating. Well, it's not in the cards today. I could give it one more go, but I feel like I'm just beating a dead horse. I should have had that EBR, but the round went high. Probably still would have died, though. Well, on that note, I will not be streaming anymore today. Turns out the RHM Panzerwagen did not work at all today. I could not make it work to save my life. That is the issue. It is a big leopard-sized, and I don't mean this leopard, I mean the leopard 1. It is the size of a leopard 1. And not... Yeah, it didn't treat me well today. I usually have decent damage games. Like, I do decent spotting, but the maps were not in my favor today. And then on top of that, I kept getting matched against tanks that are better than me. Yeah, it'll be next week. I will be back for sure. I might be on. There's always a chance I'll randomly stream, but it's unlikely. I might stream tanks if I'm really bored and I'll be playing whatever I want. I might stream some random game I'm playing. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. But for sure, next Monday, I'll probably start streaming at 2 my time, so 2 Eastern. So today I did it a bit early because, again, I have a job interview in a couple hours, an hour and a half-ish. So just wanted to have extra time to be ready. Again, that's the RHM Panzerwagen line. I'm not that great, and the RNG didn't treat me that great. So, we'll see. I do want to raid someone today, but it doesn't look like there are many... Yep, I see someone. Let's raid Battle Chick. It has been a long time since I've raided her. She's playing tanks right now, and she's got drops, and I believe she is an NACC, so that even makes it better. So I will pick the medium line for next time. We're looking at the Progetto 65 or the... What was the other one that was recommended to me? The Progetto 65 or the... Shit, I can't remember. I don't remember, but it's probably going to be the Progetto 65 because I love autoloaders and my day should be much better than it was today. No, it wasn't Patton. But yeah, so Progetto 65 next week. I will buy the missing tank from the tech tree line and we'll go over it. It is a fantastic line. We'll probably start at tier 4. Yeah, thanks for coming. I'll see you all soon. Go say hi to Battle Chick for me because I'm pretty much peacing out immediately to go get ready. So, bye.